Lifebuoy Health Soap. Clean as a whistle. Fresh as the dawn. Lifebuoy protects you the whole day long. The makers of the new Zephyr Fresh Lifebuoy Soap, America's largest selling bath soap, take you to Hollywood and Luella Parsons. Another Friday night in Movieland. Another colorful Hollywood premiere. Lifebuoy brings you the new Universal picture, Hold That Ghost, starring those lovable zanies Abbott and Costello, with the premiere players and the music of Felix Mills. Hear that? That's the crunch of a huge hydraulic press, stamping down on a sheet of aluminum, transforming it into a wing section for a big four-engine bomber. Around this machine and thousands of other machines in factories from one coast to the other, men are working. It's hard work and hot work with plenty of patriotic sweat. But when the whistle blows, what do the tired and dusty men want first? You guessed it, a refreshing bath with a big cake of the new Zephyr Fresh Lifebuoy. They know that no matter how hot or dirty they get on the job, they can be as fresh and clean as a daisy 10 minutes after they get home. For Lifebuoy is different from other soaps because it's the only popular soap especially made to prevent BO. Those defense workers get a big kick out of letting those heaps of creamy, purifying lather roll over them, and they like the new, fresh, clean smell. Not sweet-smelling or perfumey, but just downright delightfully clean. Take a tip from the men in Uncle Sam's Defense Industries and in the Army and Navy. Refresh yourself after a hard day with the new Zephyr Fresh Lifebuoy. Keeps you fresh and clean all over. Your dealer has a big stack of those familiar red cartons. And remember, there's a new, much improved Lifebuoy inside. Get 3 big cakes tomorrow. Now on with our premiere, and Lifebuoy presents your hostess, Movieland's most famous columnist, the First Lady of Hollywood, Luella Parsons. Well, what's the matter, Luella? You look a little, almost desperate.
That's hardly the word for it, Harley. You see,
Good evening, folks. I want to introduce you to...
Hey, wait a minute, Costello. What are you doing?
I'm introducing Luella Parsons.
What are you talking about? This is her program. She's supposed to introduce us.
Oh, I met her already.
All right, never mind
remember
that.
me, Abbott?
Yes.
I knew you when.
Yes, I understand. Quiet. You're holding up the program.
Don't give me all the credit. Miss Parsons helping a little, you know.
Yes, and holding it right at the top. But that's no reason for you to stare at her. Costello, will you please stop staring at Miss Parsons?
I can't help it, Abbott. Every time I look at Miss Parsons, I get a certain feeling.
Oh, come now.
I love you, Miss Parsons.
All right, never mind that. No remarks.
I'm her little buttercup.
Yes, I...
Buttercup. Oh, I mean, boys, stop.
She called me
Oh, please stop. Now you all know what I've been up against, but it's worth it. For in these days, it's wonderful to be able to laugh. And I dare anyone not to laugh at Abbott and Costello.
She called me
They made the world a happier place than their hilarious nonsense. But I'm sure you want to hear more about Buttercup and how they hold that ghost. So I'm going to turn them loose, so help you. Stand by, everybody. Curtain's going up.
Lifebuoy presents your comedy favorites, Abbott and Costello, in their latest Universal picture directed by Arthur Lubin, Hold That Ghost. Hold That Ghost finds our friends Abbott and Costello in a new type of characterization, working as attendants in a gas station. Zealous, earnest, attentive to their duty.
Here! Now look what you've done, Costello. Parking a man's car like that?
It's against the law, huh?
Being so careless. What's the matter with you anyway?
I don't know, Abbott. I'm very unhappy.
I wonder.
I was born for the gay life. For cafe society.
What do you mean?
I'm getting high class, that's all. I mean, after all, when I'm Miss Parsons' program,
I
gotta,
see. You
know,
don't
you gotta
like
talk
gas
yeah.
station.
And here we are working in a gas station. I can't
Well,
get
see
over
that you don't get us fired and treat the customers right. Now, what would you do if a guy drove up here with a flat tire?
I treat her like any other lady.
Oh, now, please, come on. Let's talk sense and get on the job. And above all, remember the prices. They're marked right there on the sign.
Uh-huh. You mean 8 gallons for $1? That's
do you
pretty cheap, ain't it?
Oh, certainly not. But that doesn't include Ethel.
Oh, Ethel's more expensive, huh?
Well, always has been.
What has Ethel got that none of the other girls got?
I'm surprised at you. Don't you know about Ethel?
No, I don't know any dirt about no girl.
Look, suppose somebody comes in and asks for Ethel. What would you do?
I say she don't work here anymore.
No, nonsense. You put Ethel in their car.
Why should I put Ethel in their car? I don't even know the dame.
Talk,
I mean, don't get me mixed up with
Never
any
mind
girls.
that, please.
You know, I don't like
Now,
that.
you don't understand. Ethel's tanked right there in front of the station.
What do you want me to do, sober her up?
No. Quiet. Here comes a customer.
Don't say nothing.
Hey, you! Give me 10 gallons of gas. In a hurry.
You bet. Check the oil, sir?
You want some oil, mister?
I just asked that. You check the water, Costello.
The water's okay. Hurry up with that gas.
You bet. Hey, you know we got a special on. With 4 quarts of golden nectar oil, we give you a pint of dye fly. It kills moths and rugs as well as bugs and slugs.
10 gallons of gas.
You want some oil?
No!
Costello, you're taking up the man's valuable time. Please, clean out the back seat. How about a set of tires, mister? Here's a gift card. When it's all punched, you get a set of glassware. The little lady will love it.
I'm not married.
You want some oil?
Look! I don't want dishes, tires, fly spray, or grease. And most of all, I don't want oil.
Costello, stick to your cleaning.
Okay, Abbott. You know, he's got a lot of voice.
All right, never mind that.
You know, hey.
What's the matter?
Look what I found in the sheet. I found a gun.
Put down that gas.
Don't be scared, mister. It ain't loaded. Watch. Right by me!
You'll have the coppers on my tail. I've got a lamb.
Hey, Costello. Costello, come out of there. Come on. Come on. Hey, mister, let us out.
Yeah, when I stop.
Hey, Abbott.
What?
Don't look now, but there's a white car following us.
You mean a police car?
It ain't the ice cream man. Hey, mister, I want to get out of here. I want to go back.
What is it you want?
I want my mama.
Outside over here behind the wheel. That's better. Now you drive. Go on, faster.
Faster? If I go any faster, them cops will give us a ticket.
Yeah? Well, maybe you don't know it. You're riding with Moose Matson. I don't take nothing from no cops.
Hey, Costello. Those cops took the other road. You can stop now.
It's okay. Let them take the highway. We'll take the low road. We'll get there the same time.
All right, look. Mr. Moose, can we get out now? Mr. Moose. Hey, Costello. Costello, look. He's been shot. Mr. Moose. Mr. Moose.
Listen. In my pocket. An envelope. Take it to Bannister, the lawyer. Tell him I said it. Tell him.
Tell him what, Mr. Moose?
Don't ask silly questions, Costello. The man's hurt.
Is it serious?
He's dead.
Oh, that's serious.
Gentlemen, this will of Moose Matson's may sound a trifle irregular, but I assure you it's ironclad.
What's it say, Mr. Bannister?
Well, the last paragraph reads as follows. Whereas I can't tell my friends from stoolies, leeches, or chiselers, and whereas it's impossible to foresee who will turn yellow when the going gets tough, therefore I bequeath all my worldly possessions to those who are with me at the final moment when the coppers dim my light.
Costello, that's us.
You mean we get his money?
There is none as far as we know. Moose Matson always said he kept his money in his head.
In his head. What does that mean?
We never learned what that meant. So the only tangible asset in the estate is a tavern on what used to be Highway 129.
How do you like that, Costello? 1 minute we're working in a gas station, the next we own a hotel.
And the next minute, we're going to be back in the gas station.
All right. Come on, Costello. This is the haunted house where the gold is hidden, I imagine.
Abbott,
What?
put on a light, will you?
Yeah, I will. Just a minute.
It's dark in here.
I know it is.
I'm scared.
I know you.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
What was that?
Mice.
They must have snowshoes on. Hey, Abbott, let's go home, will you?
Now, keep quiet. I'm looking for the gold. Shh, wait a minute now.
It's awful dark in
yeah,
here,
it
ain't
terribly dark. Shh, wait a minute. I feel a damp opening in the wall.
You got your hand in my mouth.
All right, keep quiet.
Now, come on, Abbott. There's no gold here. Let's get out of
Stand
here.
up and listen to me. 30 years ago, a miser lived here. Of course, you know what a miser is.
Yeah, miser. That's a man that chases mice.
No, you dummy. A miser's a man who hoards his gold. Now, one night, the miser sat counting his gold.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Did you hear that?
What?
The miser counting his gold?
Oh, no, that happened 30 years ago.
Maybe he's just cashing in on his Social Security.
Oh, shut up. Suddenly, the miser heard a knock on the door.
Now, don't tell me you didn't hear that.
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear a knock on the door?
No.
Must be my teeth chattering.
Quiet. There's a band of robbers. Now, with a mighty crash, they broke the door down.
Now, don't tell me you didn't hear that.
Hear what? I didn't hear anything.
Abbott, if you can't see any better than you can hear, you better get glasses. The robbers just broke the door down.
I told you this happened 30 years ago.
What was that? The echo?
Oh, be quiet. Now, the robbers killed the miser in this very room.
What am I doing here, then?
What do you mean?
Abbott, I gotta go home. I gotta collect myself. I said that gag, didn't I?
Yeah.
Abbott, I gotta go home. I gotta collect my annuity.
Oh, now, come on. You can't collect your annuity until you're 40 years old. Hey, you know, and coming here, you told me you were only 28.
I know, but I've aged 12 years since then.
All right.
Hey, Abbott, will you get me out of here?
Wait a minute. Now, they do say...
What are you saying it like that for? Don't say they do say. I'm scared enough.
What do you want me to say?
Say it fast. They do say.
All right.
I don't like that. They do.
All right, just take it easy. All right, so they do say...
Say it fast. They do
Yes,
say.
They do say that every night at 3 o'clock, the miser's ghost walks through this very room.
The miser's ghost.
You know what a ghost is.
Oh, sure. I used to train him.
You trained a ghost?
A ghost?
Yeah.
I thought you said a goat.
No.
Hey, Abbott,
What?
are my feet nailed to the floor?
No.
Then I must be paralyzed.
Oh.
This place is too scary for me, Abbott.
What do you mean?
If you see a pair of blue pants flying through the air, don't grab them.
Why not?
I'll be in them.
If there's a ghost here, I'll run him down.
If there's a ghost here, I'll run him down, you down, everybody else who gets in my way.
All right, calm
Right
down.
out that door I'm
All right,
going.
now just calm down.
Right out that door.
There may not be any truth in this. The ghost may only be a rumor.
I don't care if he's the landlord. I want to get out. Parenthesis, I want to get out.
Aren't you ashamed? A poor ghost, all alone in a big house, no one to play with, and never allowed to see any shows or ball games, never has anyone to talk to. Here he is dying to make friends with you, and you want to run out on him.
Did you ever see anybody so unselfish as
Well,
me?
why do you do these things?
Oh, I'm a bad boy. You think I'm a coward, don't
I
you?
know you are.
You think I'm scared?
Positively.
Okay. I'll show you, Abbott.
You'll show
I'll
me.
show everybody.
You better.
I'll go right through this old dark house alone.
You will?
I'll get that ghost all by myself.
Now you're talking.
My mind's made up.
That's the boy.
There's only one thing I want you to do.
What's that?
Talk me out of it. Abbott. Abbott. Don't you ever walk away from me. It's a body.
Hey, it is a body.
Yeah. And it's all taped and gagged, just like the movies.
Open up in there! Open up!
Who is it?
The police! Open the door!
Oh, say, are we glad to see you fellas.
Oh, yeah? What goes on around here? Trespassers, eh? Oh, no. We owned this place.
Yes, we inherited it from Moose Batson.
Your relatives ahead?
No, but we were very close to him at the time of his death.
Listen, officer, we got no time for that now. There's a murdered man laying in there.
How do you know it's murder?
Well, he was all tied up with a string, and he had something across his mouth.
You mean he had a gag in his mouth?
If he did, he never had a chance to tell it.
Come on, officer. We'll show you. Here.
You're supposed to be feeding on that.
All right. Here, right here in this room.
You
See, it was like this. That's my line.
Excuse me. Come on, what are you guys? What are you
Now, wait a
talking
minute,
about?
I'm trying to explain it. Now, we came
All
into
right.
the room,
Yeah.
just like we're doing now, see? And we looked around and...
Well, what's the matter now?
Hey,
He's gone.
Hey.
He's gone. The body's gone.
he was lying right here. He's disappeared.
Yeah, he always disappears.
Who?
A dapper-looking guy, flower in his buttonhole, smooth olive skin.
That's the guy. What about him?
He's been dead for 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, he was killed in one of Moose Matson's gang fights, strangled to death in the cellar. Ever since then, he keeps coming back, luring people
that's ridiculous. We rode up here with him.
That's what they all say. But he keeps getting murdered, and he keeps coming back. And if he keeps coming back, I'm gonna keep going away.
You can't just hand us a story like that. Is that all you intend to do?
No, we'll investigate.
We always investigate.
All right, come on. I'll show you the way.
Never mind, we know our way around. But if you guys take our advice, we'll get out of here right now.
Come on, Sergeant.
Hey, do you think we got him scared, Strangler?
Nah, not enough, Lefty.
We still got a few tricks left, Strangler. You know, maybe we'll play ghost.
Ghost, huh?
Yeah, sure. And remember that switch upstairs? When you push it down, that bedroom changes to a gambling layout. And when you push it up...
It changes back again.
Yeah. I hope them guys have pleasant dreams. Hey, Abbott. Abbott.
What's the matter?
Oh, gee, you gotta believe me.
What's the matter?
I turned around and the whole room disappeared.
What are you talking
Everything.
about?
All I could see was a gambling joint.
What do you mean?
Roulette, dice board, chuck-a-luck, everything.
Well, wait a minute. Where is it now?
Oh, I don't know. I ran to get you and it changed again.
Costello, you're working yourself into one of your frenzies.
What frenzies? I ain't gonna make frenzies with nobody in this joint.
Now, stop this foolishness and go to bed. Here, come on. I'll let you share Moose Smatson's room with me. Costello?
Yeah?
You still awake?
If I ain't, I'm talking in my sleep.
Well, wait till I get this candle lit. There you are. That's better now. You know, Costello, I've been thinking. With all these funny things going on, I think someone wants to get us out of here.
Why, Abbott?
I don't know. Maybe because of Moose's bankroll. You know, he's supposed to have hidden his cash around this tavern.
Where?
Nobody knows. You heard Mr. Bannister. All Moose would ever say was that he kept his money in his head.
You mean up there on the wall?
Costello.
That's a moose's head, ain't it?
Yes, but look, Costello, when I say Moose kept his money in his head, I'm using a figure of speech. You know, don't you know what a figure of speech is?
Oh, sure. A figure of speech is just like as if I said a lot of water has gone under the bridge.
Under what bridge?
How do I know what bridge?
Then how do you know there's water under it?
There's got to be water under it. The boat's got to go up and down.
Why do they have to go up and down? Why can't they go across?
All right, Smarty, let them go across.
And what happens to the boats that want to go up and down?
They can't get past the bridge.
What do you mean?
It's my own fault. I'm a sucker for arguing with this guy.
And what are you bringing it up for?
Look, I should have said something like another figure of speech, like never the twain shall meet.
What twain?
What twain? The twain on Twack 3.
Oh.
Now you got me talking baby talk.
Look, you said the money was up there in that moose's head.
Look, would it make you any happier if I was to climb up and prove there isn't any money in that moose's head?
At least you'd know what you were talking about.
All right. Hold that candle up.
All right, give it to me.
A little higher.
All right.
A little higher.
There you are. Go ahead, get up.
Get it from under my chin!
All right, go ahead. Climb up there. Go ahead.
Look, I got it. Now, if this is the only way I can have any... Hey, Abbott.
What?
The moose's mouth.
What do you mean?
It's all stuffed up.
What do you mean?
Sort of loose, like paper.
Paper?
Yeah.
Paper? Hey, Costello.
What?
These things are $1,000 bills. $500 bills. More $1,000 bills.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hundreds.
Wait a minute.
Hundreds.
That's enough.
Hundreds.
Give me a chance to count!
Let me handle that stuff. Look at it. $1,000 bills.
$1,000 bills.
$500 bills.
$500 bills.
$100 bills.
Hundreds.
More $100 bills.
Costello, what are you throwing that bill away for?
Somebody put a buck in here.
Wait a minute. Hold that so full, Costello. We're rich. We're sitting on top of the world.
Yeah, that's another figure of speech.
Like reaching for the ceiling. Put on, boys, and thanks for finding the sugar first.
Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be the cops.
Cops, my eye. Grab that satchel, Strangler. Come on, boys, hand it over. Or we'll... Hey, who put out that light? Don't anybody move now. Stay still or I'll let you have it. Strangler, get that candle lit. Hurry. That's it. Now what?
Hey, look, he's gone. The little guy, and he's got the dough.
Smart guy, eh? We'll get him all right. I'll pump him so full of lead that he'll...
Lefty. Lefty, listen.
Cops! They're heading here!
We gotta scram!
Not out the front, through the window!
Costello! Costello, where are you? Costello!
What are you getting excited for? You want me, Abbott?
Oh, thank heavens you're safe.
Yeah, I came in through the other door.
Hey, and you've got the money.
Oh, sure. We'll be safe from the cops now.
Yeah, what cops?
That's my line.
Oh, that's
Hot
yours.
cops.
Here's the cops. Hey, didn't you hear the siren?
Was that the siren? That was me.
You.
See, I was making that noise like that.
Wait a minute.
That was me.
Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You mean you blew that candle out
Uh-huh.
and ducked with the money
Uh-huh.
and imitated a siren to scare them off?
Uh-huh.
Costello, do you know what you are?
Yeah. I'm a good
Lifebuoy air premiere of the new Universal comedy Hold That Ghost with Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. Here is the guest of Luella Parsons.
But, Lou, you've done a wonderful job of debunking that ghost. But there's still lots of questions your fans want answered. So just relax for a moment, and we'll rattle a few private skeletons together. Carry on, Harlow. We'll be back.
Let's make a love scene. First, a little background. Say, the lapping of waves on a moonlit shore. And now a violin playing softly in the distance. Then we swing our microphone down close to the beach where a young man and a girl are sitting. Listen.
You know, I'll always look back on this night. Our first date together.
Some setting, isn't it?
Did you really mean what you said? That I was the prettiest girl you ever saw?
Yeah, I meant it all right. Gee, it's getting kind of cold out here, isn't it?
I hadn't noticed.
Let's go back, shall we?
Too bad. A beautiful girl like that being a one-date girl. Yes, and too bad someone can't drop her a hint about B.O., because the old villain's a sneak, and he'll never tell her, even though he tells all the rest of the world. Well, then, how can anyone be sure he's not offending? Well, not by taking halfway measures, but by using the dependable way. New Zephyr Fresh Lifebuoy in your daily bath, because this improved new Lifebuoy is the only popular soap especially made to prevent B.O. And it's fun to be careful with Lifebuoy, too. That rich, purifying lather, the new extra fresh, clean scent, and Lifebuoy's soothing gentleness to your skin. They all add up to a real treat in bathing. And you hop out fresh and clean and confident, knowing you'll be presentable all day. New Zephyr Fresh Lifebuoy has a hygienic ingredient found in no other popular soap. Germ-removing properties, too. Why not buy 3 big cakes of Lifebuoy tomorrow? You'll recognize the same familiar red carton, but remember, there's a new, better-than-ever Lifebuoy inside.
Questions. 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 Yes, it's question time with Luella Parsons. And here are Bud Abbott and Lou Costello back at the microphone with Hollywood's First Lady.
Well, Bud and Lou, judging from the mail, the whole nation is eager to laugh with you. Jack Monroe of Beaver Falls says he can hardly wait for the next Abbott and Costello picture and wants to know what you're making now.
Oh, I'd be glad to tell him. It's a Western, Miss Buttercup.
No, Miss Parsons, please.
I don't think she likes me.
Yes, she does. Go ahead.
Well, I
now.
call her Buttercup, that's all.
All right. Well,
It's a picture we're doing out called Ride 'em Cowboy, and I've been working all week with a bunch of cows.
not bunch. Herd.
Heard what?
Herd of cows.
Certainly I heard of cows. Miss Parsons, does he think I'm a dummy?
Lou, he means a cow herd.
What do I care for cow herd? I didn't say anything to be ashamed of.
Of course not, Lou. But let's get back to the questions. A cowboy in Arizona read in my column that you're making a Western, and he wants to know if you boys can really ride a horse.
Oh, sure we can, Miss Parsons. But if I'd have known the effects of riding a horse, I'd have worn pants with built-in liniment.
Luella, you can tell that cowboy that Costello and I spent 3 days riding one horse.
Oh, I'd like to have seen you when you got through. That's my line.
Please, you've been stealing lines. all
I
night.
can be wrong.
All right. All the way through, you
This
tease
is
me.
my show.
That's right.
Mr. Lifeboy told me so.
Mr. Lifeboy told her so.
That's
Yes.
right.
Well,
Now,
Mr. Life Girl
will you
says
read
it was
your
okay
script?
with us, too.
That's right. That's
What page are you on, Miss Parsons?
I'm on page F, ABCF.
F. What are we doing on G?
Well,
all right, never
you're
mind,
wrong.
please. What were you going to say, Miss Parsons?
Well, what I started to say when I was so rudely interrupted, I'd like to have seen you when you got through.
Oh, well, you should have seen the horse. He was limping with his 2 front legs.
You mean his forelegs.
No, ma'am, just the 2 in the front.
Costello, the horse's 4 legs are in front.
What do you call those things in back? Crutches?
No, look. We're always arguing. Now,
Don't
look.
give me the right answer.
Well,
All
let's
right.
forget horses, for heaven's sakes, for a minute, and answer our questions. Lou, a girl named Mary Rush wants to know how you earned the title of I'm a Bad Boy.
Well, this is a long story.
But I'm going to tell it.
I'm afraid so.
Once the teacher caught me throwing spitballs in class, and she made me write, I'm a bad boy, 1,000 times on the blackboard. And then she made me say it out loud every time I wrote it, like, I'm a bad boy, I'm a bad boy, I'm a bad boy, I'm a bad
That's
boy.
enough of bad boys.
I should
Well,
say it is.
and then that stuck to me. But I wasn't really dumb, Miss Parsons. I can spell things. Honest, I can. Ask me to spell something. Go ahead. I defy you. I dare you.
What do you mean?
Ask small print here.
All right, what What is it you want to know?
Ask me to spell a whole bunch of cows.
Now, wait a minute, Costello. Let's have no more talk about cows.
Oh, that's right. I'm not in the mood.
You're not in what mood?
In the cow mood.
What do I care for cow moves?
Here, now, wait a minute.
Maybe it's calling its little children for supper. Look, Miss Parsons, maybe you can answer a question for me. All right. Maybe you can...
All right, now.
Maybe you can
Is there
answer...
Wait a minute. First of all, is there any sense to this question that you're going to ask?
No. I mean, after all, I was...
Please, now, don't smoke here on the program. Please, after all, you're in the studio.
Well, who's smoking?
You are.
What makes you think I'm smoking?
let
You have
him
a cigar in
alone.
your mouth.
I got my shoes on, but I ain't walking.
All right, never mind. Now, just what is it you want to ask?
Miss Parsons, will you excuse me if I'm smoking?
All right, she
Well,
will. Yes,
I
all right,
will,
for the
but-
time being.
Thank you. Now, to get back.
Pardon me with that smoke. What are you cremating, a tadpole? Put it away.
Now,
What do you want to know?
it's a white off. Now, where did I leave off? Oh, yes. I can't help. Miss Parsons, maybe you can answer a question for me.
All
what
right.
do the little cows eat?
They eat their fodder.
They eat their fodder. What are they, cannibals?
Certainly not.
Well, what does their mother eat?
She eats her fodder.
What do you know?
What do you mean?
And what does the fodder eat?
He eats his fodder.
It's getting worse. Miss Parsons, suppose the cow ain't got no fodder.
Well, Lou, the
Oh! Miss Parsons, suppose the
You spoiled that. That was a good gag.
suppose the cow ain't got no fodder.
Oh, the cow gets a new fodder every day.
What a romance!
Oh, now stop being silly and listen to these questions, will you please?
Oh, thank you, Bud.
Right ahead, Miss Boston.
I think we have time for one more, and it's rather personal. Mrs.
Here it
Jean
comes.
Smith asked how long you two have worked together and if you've ever had a quarrel.
Who?
Well, you and Bud.
Bud? Who's he? So help me, I never saw the guy. I thought he was a friend of yours. That's why I
Wait a
went
minute, Costello. She means us. Now be quiet while I answer the question. Luella, we met 11 years ago in Brooklyn, and we've been together ever since. It's the honest truth. We've never had a real quarrel. Never had a real one. Of course, once in a while, Lou goes off on a canter.
Is he on this program?
Who?
Cantor.
What are you talking about?
You know, the little guy with the big eyes that sings.
Well,
Quiet.
folks, I don't know about you, but I'm all for a rescue. And if I ever recover, we'll bring Abbott and Costello back again. Good night, boys, and happy landing, and I hope I got my job.
And so the curtain falls on another colorful Hollywood premiere. Next Friday night and every Friday night at the same time, Lifebuoy brings you new stars, new stories. Movieland's most famous personalities to play their greatest roles for you. Well, what's on for next week, Luella?
Next week, it's Gene Parker and Dick Arlen in their new Paramount comedy drama, Flying Blind. It's an aviation story with a brand new twist. Lots of excitement and plenty of laughs. Take it from me, it's one you'll want to hear.
And don't forget, you picture fans, if there's a question you'd like to ask your favorite star, just write or wire it to Luella Parsons. Until next Friday, then, this is Harlow Wilcox speaking for the makers of the new Zephyr Fresh Lifebuoy soap, the ultra-modern soap millions of modern Americans are using because of its zippy, creamy lather, its delightful fresh scent, its matchless refreshment. Thanks for coming, and we'll look for you next week. Hollywood Premiere is produced by Charles Vanda. Next Wednesday night, be sure to hear Lifebuoy's other great radio program, Meet Mr. Meek. Next week's episode is called Mr. Meek Visits a Cave. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.